Once you realize that nobody gives a fuck, it's liberating. Because what that really gets you to is 2 cents. If nobody's gonna give a fuck when you die, why the fuck you worrying about their opinions while you're alive? You got your perspective. I just wanna be happy. Don't you wanna be happy? What's up, my guy? How are you? Oh, well?
Yeah. We were just talking, they've been running around the city doing all different types of press.
Yeah, man, promo time, man. Gotta get this creep on me going. Shit.
When's the album dropping?
I have no idea right now.
Let me just save time for everybody because you might use it. Cool.
Yeah, quitting does not speed the
Like,
process.
tweet it. I'm quitting. Fuck you. Fuck the world. I'm not from this life. Nice.
Have a good day.
Who's gonna care? Your mother and your sister? Cool, bounce. Like what? Like nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Life goes on, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like fucking,
people are
like,
dying
like,
and shit, and we're still like moving on, like
the greatest. Like Michael Jackson dies, and then
the
like
world still
24
goes.
hours we give love, and like maybe you get a week if you're an all-time legend. All time. Nobody's talking about John McCain today. Nobody's talking about David Bowie today. Nobody's talking about Prince today. Prince. In today's world, you get 48 hours on social media if you're an all-time. And then everybody's back to their fucking life.
fucking sucks.
No, it's actually beautiful.
Cause I love Prince.
I love Prince too, man. Little Red Corvette is my jam for life. Gosh, it's amazing because then all of a sudden, once you realize that nobody gives a fuck, it's liberating. Because what that really gets you to is 2 cents. If nobody's gonna give a fuck when you die, why the fuck you worrying about their opinions while you're alive?
Exactly.
Yeah, what's up?
You'll get the Monday to Monday thing for him because I want to use that video to give him love.
All right, perfect.
Get that for
I'm
him.
about to put you in my brand. I'm about to get my own book
Uh-oh,
signed
don't tell him, gosh.
by the legend himself, you heard? Out here, New York City shit, fourth quarter, files for this man.
So, can we push that, you know? I'm pushing it 10 minutes. Hello.
How you doing?
Great to see you, brother.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good.
I'm really well.
Yeah,
Real pleasure.
Yeah.
Real pleasure.
Thank you very much.
What's up, man?
Yeah, how's it going?
Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks.
Hello, sir.
I'm his uncle.
How are you, sir? Real pleasure.
I can't believe I'm here, for one.
Well, you're here.
Yeah, thank you for doing what you did for me.
My pleasure.
More than anything.
My pleasure.
Yeah, and it was just amazing. I've tweeted you like 7 times that same thing, like the Aldra, and then when you tweeted me back, I basically screamed, and then I was like, and then my mentions went crazy, and it was just like, I just 52,000 mentions, and then 385 reactions. I was like, holy shit. I was like, holy shit, what is going on? But I was like, I don't want to stop. I turned my phone off. I was like, I don't want to deal with this.
The biggest question I have is, when building an audience, there's so much that goes into it. Number one, you have to have something to say.
Yeah.
And I think the best thing to say is your truth.
Yeah.
Some people, you clearly have a truth. I have a truth. All of us in this room have truths. I think the biggest mistake people make is they aspire to be something that isn't their truth, thus they deviate from their message because they want to grow or they want to speak publicly or write books or play football, like whatever it may be. So the biggest thing I can tell you is don't forget, for 10 years, I was doing fine, but nowhere close to what's happened to me in the last 15 months, right?
Okay.
So like, first, it's a journey. You're a young man.
Yeah.
The quick,
not as young as you think.
you're young as I think, because I'm pretty sure your uncle's a young man in the way I think about life,
Yeah.
which is, life is long.
Yeah.
And so I think first and foremost, my man, the secret ingredient, the core to the foundation is patience.
Okay.
I really mean that.
Yeah.
I think in a world where everything's being documented, unlike the world your uncle, Tony, and even I to a degree in the early part of my career, the things we did are lost in history. Lost in history.
Yeah.
When you're building an audience online, everything you do is documented forever.
Yeah.
So patience has become unbelievably important.
Yeah.
Number two, the question becomes, what are you really up to? Intent matters incredibly.
Okay.
One of the reasons I think I have a big advantage is I don't want to monetize my audience.
Yeah.
You know, I build other businesses that allow me, when I put out content, to not use it to get people to pay me $6,000 to be their life coach or $100,000 to be in my gold club. My ability to create economics outside of the people that follow my content has allowed me to put out my content for free. But you have to recognize more than anything that if you want to inspire people, you would like them to give you money in any shape or form, you have to reconcile that and make that authentic. The biggest vulnerability that everybody has in the world right now is everybody wants to be a motivational this and a motivational that. They say that they want to just inspire people. And then in the back end, they want to make money off those people. Let me say this on the record forever. I don't get to judge that. I don't think that's even necessarily wrong. But it's wrong to say you care about something when it's just a facade to something else. When you start asking for money from an audience, you should have zero expectations that they give you any. One of the reasons I've been able to be so successful is when I have a sneaker, I want to sell them. I'm not bashful to say, hey guys, I have a new sneaker. But when I tell you that I have zero expectations of anybody buying, I have zero expectations. Would it be nice? Sure. You know, my thing is, you're gonna buy shoes anyway, I take it, but when I put out content, if you notice, and you're a smart guy, a lot of people put out content, but they're not giving you their best stuff, they're using it so that you pay them. I'm putting out my best stuff every day, for free.
So I just keep putting out
your stuff,
my stuff,
the most of it you can, for them the most, and then not that the money will come, but no question that will build you more leverage.
So just do that, and then not ask at all.
No. I think asking. Here's my question: what do you want the money for? Like, what are you asking for? Asking is fine. Expecting, or manipulating what you're doing for free as a gateway for them to then pay. Because people manipulate, and then you get to the punchline, and they're like, well, now you got to pay $5,000, and they're like, fuck. Now you see where I'm going? Very important. My question to you is a different one. What are you asking money for?
I don't, but I like I have a hashtag dominate the day, and I've sold some t-shirts just with that.
That's
hashtag,
cool.
With that hashtag.
Yeah, I think posting, do you want to buy a t-shirt of this, is an ask. That's fantastic.
Okay.
I love that.
All right.
I think if you actually put out your best content as much as you can, you'll build a bigger audience, which will mean inevitably you'll sell more t-shirts. You know what I mean?
And that kind of thing.
Yes.
And it'll end up being that. It'll end up snowballing.
Yeah, I mean, look, once in a blue moon, life is good happens and you build a $10 million, $100 million apparel business, but what happens 99.9% of the time is you build a nice little swag business that maybe can make you happy with what you're getting out of it.
Yeah, your Instagram, you said to put out the truth thing, what's your truth? And I won the 60-second club when they said, what's your truth? And I said, I'm in a wheelchair and I'm okay with it. You know,
it's awesome.
And then that's what happened. And then they did that.
Can I throw one thing at you?
Okay.
Because I got to run in a minute. The thing that I get out of you in this time that we're spending, I'm a very big believer in people are complaining way too much. And then once you start that path, it's big trouble. You get into entitlement and dwelling. You know, the fact that you're so on the offense, like the permission you have to be like, I'm not complaining, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Is a very big white space, something
Yeah.
you should think about.
Yeah, and then.
Period.
Yeah.
It's a big, it's the biggest breakthrough for society right now, and you have so much you can do with that.
Okay.
You should marinate on this and try to make a piece of content of like, if I'm not complaining, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
That's basically the potential of the 50 million viewed video because of your situation. If you take anything out of this limited time we had together, like you have more, what I've taken from the little I watched from afar and then the time we spent here, don't overthink it.
Just put out.
Put out shit, bro.
Okay.
You're on the right side of this.
And see if it sticks.
100%. If that's how you want to justify it, cool.
No, I mean,
I'm telling you, I like that. That's not a negative. Sure. See if it sticks. Learn something from it. One piece of content that doesn't get a lot of likes and it helps one person is good content. Fuck likes.
Yeah.
Like there's a million. Whatever you say next, the answer is gonna be yes.
And then you say, I love the fuck the Joneses thing, and I love the fuck the likes. I mean,
and brother, I'll tell you this, and you'll appreciate this. Had I not been under the mental strategy of just put out the content, I would have never gotten to those pillars.
Yeah.
I know what my content gets the most likes, but that's not interesting to me.
Yeah.
What's interesting, like I'll take pictures with puppies.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what's interesting to me is making an impact as collateral to the DNA that I was gifted.
Yeah.
Like that's interesting. And that doesn't mean pandering to social media likes. That means the reason it feels authentic to make as much content is I have things I want to say, and if it can benefit others, awesome.
Yeah.
And like listen, there's real things. I love the attention and the admiration. This feels good to me right now.
Yeah.
Like listen, it is what it is. I feel very comfortable in saying that.
Yeah.
I also love way more getting the emails from people and saying like, you've changed the course of my life. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how much, I don't know a good wired human being that doesn't think that's the greatest.
Yeah.
So every time you think, well, it's only authentic for me to have one piece of content, but then you're looking at what you're eating or what you're watching or what you're talking about, like make a video right now about your thoughts on why the Cowboys lost their first game. You may say that's not a piece of content that's gonna get me into, I think that's exactly the piece of content that's gonna get you there.
Okay.
Do you see where I'm going?
Yes.
It's making a more 360 picture of your life.
So just do.
I put out, especially when the Jets, like after that Monday, like
Yeah, and then I just went freaking crazy. I was like, there's no way. You're just talking total shit. And I was like, holy shit, he's on fire. Like
I was out of control. That's my zone.
you weren't even. I don't think you were drinking either. Like
no, I don't drink it. I drink. I don't do anything but focus on the game.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I don't even want to talk to Eddie.
And you're so like you treated like I'll be there, but I can't talk. I mean, I can't sit with y'all because I got to concentrate.
100%.
I was like,
I need to run to this, brother. I apologize.
can I get you to sign my book?
100%.
And then so like,
Is it in here?
yeah.
What's that, my friend?
It's almost like an A meeting.
I get it. You know why? That
Yeah.
only feeds my thesis of putting out content more. More. That is the answer.